A large number of concerned citizens gathered today at the hospital to send a message to the government that they don't want to see their air ambulance removed from the area.
Good morning. I'd like to say that with a bit of irony, I guess. I wish it was a good morning. You know, there was once a doctor, came here, saw the sad state of affairs that existed in this area, went to Labrador, saw the same thing, and he spent his life, his whole life, trying to fix that. He spent years building what we have here today. Nearly 100 years. Not only the medical facilities, but a legacy. The legacy known throughout the world. He knew what had to be done. And he met our leader about 10 years ago. He too saw the sad state of affairs that existed. He made a promise. I will not forget you. I will not forget the Northern Peninsula. I was there, I heard it. I say many of you did too. But I will say today, we have been forgotten. We are not heard. We're treated like fools and idiots when we try to meet with government. And we are being robbed. Robbed of the hard work and the dedication. Robbed of the compassion which gave us our heritage. This is our heritage. Grenville is our heritage. Medevac is our heritage.
Mr. Premier, you already got 48 out of the 52 seats. Most people, when they lose, do what they can to win back what was lost, but not you. Punishment seems to be the order of the day because the numbers do not support your action. Or is it a reaction? We all know that the consultants' numbers were not accurate, and you know that too from the meeting in St. John's. I guess we must be like the poster child for the rest of the province. You better vote for me. Look what happens when you piss me off.
You feel very strongly about the air ambulance not being moved. What would your message be to the Premier?
My message to the Premier is that please give us our air ambulance back. We have been dedicated volunteers ever since I've been on staff for 40 years. That's not being recognized. If we'd have had a medevac team, we'd have been far, far ahead. And we would have had loads of staff that would have worked as a medevac team, but we were never given that privilege.
And I'm also here for myself. As I can think about, although I can barely recall, being rushed to the Janeway on medevac after I went to the hospital in St. Anthony when I was 15 years old with a fever of over 40 degrees. My eyes were crossed because of the pressure that was on my head, and I was delusional at that time, a condition that they later determined to be meningitis. When I arrived at the Janeway, would I be here today? Would I be able to speak out on this issue?
What do you think your message would be to the Premier of Newfoundland about the moving of the air ambulance?
My message to the Premier is that it saddens me that we as a region here feel that we've been abandoned on this issue. I don't feel that he wants to hear all the information pertaining to this issue before making this decision. As I said in my speech today, like I can share 3 stories of success in my family that could have easily went the other way if it were not for the access to air ambulance service. And I'm very concerned what this move is going to mean for me and my family. And that just makes me very sad. And I just really feel that I'm at a loss of what to do. I don't know what to do other than to beg the Premier to come here and Minister Kennedy to sit down with the people of not only St. Anthony, because this issue affects more than just St. Anthony. It's a provincial issue. It affects this region and many other regions, and I just would like them to sit down and listen to all the facts before making any move on this issue.
And other areas of
In St. Anthony, I'm Tim Clark reporting for StAnthonyNews.ca.